So as we get into more advanced formulas in our items, I wanted to kind of show you a little bit about labor and maybe a couple different options on how to look at labor, okay? A lot of people will build a crew. I used to do that in PlanSwift where I would build like 2 laborers, 1 foreman, 1 equipment operator, and etc. and etc. Just to build out a crew so I knew how many equipment hours and so on and so forth for a bid or for different wages and things like that. And a lot of people use labor factors where they kind of say, okay, this is my average crew rate, you know, with an equipment operator or whatever it is, this is my crew rate. But they use a factor. And instead of saying so many feet an hour, they just give it a factor, a number. So if you do let's say plant 2 15-gallon trees in an hour for 1 person, now this factor is right now is for 1 person, you would basically count times the labor factor, which is going to be 0.5. If you were doing it by production rate, you'd say point count divided by production rate. So I did 2 different areas here. Okay, so I have a sloped area, and by the way, the sloped area is very cool because you can adjust the pitch, and you can see how the rates change the square footage and everything else as we do this. And I'll just go back to a flat area. Okay. So I have 2 different labors here. I have one based on a factor and one based on a production rate. They have the same numbers, but I want to show you the math and the thought process behind this, okay? So if you're going to use labor factor, basically it's going to be the takeoff, which in this case is an area, times the labor factor, okay? And what we're going to say is these guys can do 200 feet an hour. Okay, so the labor factor of that is a 0.005. And then it'll multiply that 0.005 times the area, which is, basic math. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. And I know a lot of people like this because it's simpler. You just have less moving parts. You say, okay, what's my labor factor? You put it in there for that assembly, you're done, you're moving on. And then there's the, I like it. And it is slower and more cumbersome, and it is harder to build, and you have to think about crew rates and things. But I will do different rates. I'll have a landscape operator or equipment operator, a couple laborers for different types of crew. And then give that a production rate. And that's kind of hard to do sometimes. But in this case, I'm just having 1 person. And he's doing the area divided by the production rate. And remember, when you add in a bracket with any kind of a variable in between, it'll show up here so you can use your math based on that. In this case, it's 200 square feet an hour. And that probably should have said production rate square feet per hour, where in the factory you just give it a number. And that's pretty cool. So and it both came up with the same number. There's no difference in it. But I wanted to kind of show you the difference because as you build these advanced formulas, we're getting more and more advanced. Probably the first thing you have to do is start thinking, okay, material, that's pretty easy. That's not too hard to do sometimes unless you're, doing roofs or something like that, and they have slope pitches for that. But you get into the labor. If you want to make it simple, I would highly recommend just using a factor and just say, okay, for planting shrubs, the factor is, 0.5 or 0.25, where they can do 4 an hour. If you're planting a big tree, you can have a factor of 4 for 4 hours or a 10 for 10 hours. And that's my thought on it, but I wanted to kind of run that by you before we start building all these fun assemblies. I'm going to stick with a factor and just kind of stick with that as a theme as I build out my assemblies in our future videos. Okay, thanks for letting me clarify that. Thanks for watching.